So I've been doing game development on Fiverr for like a couple months now. It's been kind of strange. Not exactly what I expected. Actually, I didn't really know what I expected. Anyway, so in a couple months, I made about $102.03 Canadian, even though I am currently working on another order right now for $100, which will be done soon. I've had a bunch of people message me, asking about weird, strange little things. Like, a lot of people want paid mobile games or like gambling games or people wanting something as like a school project because they just don't want to do it themselves, which in total I've had 4 orders. The first one is probably the strangest one. This guy wants this game where you have like these squares and then you click on them and then it tells you the coordinates of the squares. I was doing that for $15. The guy just stopped talking to me. Like the gig's late. I can't get him to cancel it because I need his permission to cancel the order. So I think it's just going to be late forever. The second one, for $100, right? This man paid me 100 American dollars to make this tower defense game. He didn't care about like anything about it. First off, it's the shittiest game. I completely robbed this guy. These UFOs attack the castle. You place down these magic crystals that shoot orbs. And I asked him if that was okay, and he was like, yeah, it's okay. I don't care, really. I chose that theme because I wanted things that I didn't have to animate. So far, I've made way more money than I thought I would. Like, honest to God, I was expecting to make less than a Chinese rice farmer, For this order, I made more per hour than what I get paid for at my real job. The third order was another guy who does game development on Fiverr. Now, I use the Godot engine, and this guy uses Unity. He had a gig that he was doing, and there was one thing that he couldn't figure out how to do. So he kind of like asked me if I could do it. And first off, I didn't know how to do it. I haven't used Unity in like 2 years, and I forget everything about it because I'm a fucking goldfish. But in my mind, I was thinking like, hustle culture, make that bread. If you don't think you're ready for it, that's how you know you're ready for it. So I took it, even though I didn't know what I was doing. And I had to fucking cancel because I couldn't figure it out, and I canceled that one. The next one that came after that was this guy needed like a Connect 4 video game, but he wanted me to use Godot C#. Now, Godot doesn't use C#. It uses a native programming language, but there's recent versions of it that use C#. And this guy said he needed this Connect 4 game, but it had to be in C#. I don't know why it had to be in C#. My guess is that it was some programming school assignment or something. I'd never used Godot C# before. So, learning from my last mistake, I took the gig like a fucking idiot. Yeah, that got canceled too. I was willing to take the time to figure things out in exchange for a good review. That was my plan all along because I charge way, 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 way less than I should be charging. So I could underpromise and over-deliver just to get, that good review. Then that would be like a winning strat, and then I would slowly increase the price. And then that fucking tower defense game guy was like, here's $100 to make this piece of shit, and he gave me a good review. So that part of the whole journey, I thought that was going to be the hardest part, but it was the easiest part. It was legitimately profitable. My order that I'm doing one right now, it's almost done. This guy who has the worst English I've ever encountered. Even when I'm talking to people who are native English speakers, it's hard to communicate what I can and can't do because there's this kind of language barrier when it comes to video games, and people don't really understand what things are hard to do and what things are easy to do. And so there's that one language barrier on top of a literal language barrier. So I'm talking to this guy who doesn't know anything about games and who doesn't speak English very well. And oh my god, it makes communication just a nightmare. And yeah, I do know that communicating with me is just as frustrating for him as it is for me, and I'm not trying to like say anything bad. That's just how it is. He wants a video game adaptation of a game that he played with other kids in school as a kid. It's like this like 5-team soccer game that takes place in like this park that he grew up around. When I put this gig out, this was the kind of thing that I imagined getting. Like, some guy has some idea for a game that has some intrinsic value to him, and he just wants to see it exist. And that's what this is. So that gig is also for $100, and it's mostly done. It's pretty simple, honestly. And he got music, and he got this artwork for the main menu. He had some landscape 3D modeler make the actual park. And I feel bad. Oh my god. I don't know if this is my fault or if it's like the fault of the guy that he got the models off of, but he got these soccer players. But I got them and I imported them, and there are no fucking animations on them. Ah, man, I feel bad for that guy because he paid money for those, and now I'm just using these stupid fucking cube dude guys that I had from an online course that I took. Honestly, I do think that I'm making, if not around, then just a little bit under minimum wage. So I'm surprised by that too. Now, this last guy hasn't placed the order yet, but I was talking to him, and he does seem like he's actually going through with it. He has an online like aviation course that he sells, or he's going to sell. He's working on it. And he wants the final test of the course to be a video game. We're going to make a real cheap prototype just to see how it works, so the student knows what to look for, and it's going to be this first-person adventure game where you have to take all of the steps that you would need to take in real life and find all the things and, make observations about the weather outside and stuff like that. I think that's going to be cool, and I think I'm going to like working on it. So that was my Fiverr experience. When I finally turn in that soccer game, I'm going to have made $200. I didn't expect it to be legitimately worthwhile because I was willing to take a loss of my time in exchange for a good review just to kind of get my name out there a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Just thought I'd share my Fiverr experience because I'm desperate for views on YouTube or something. I don't know. I might title this video like, how much money I made in 1 month on Fiverr. Or fuck, I don't know. Yeah, see ya.